All right, everybody. That is the end of the rolling critters with Quill and SNC block. But fear not, we have more cozy games coming up. We've got Hello Kitty Roller Rescue with Cyanide Gunner. And after that, we've got Ori, which is not necessarily cozy to play, but it is good vibes. It is good vibes. Although, I must say, I am done with my hosting shift, at least. Nope, I'm all done with hosting the rest of the day. So this is the last, not really, you'll hear of my voice. I'm going to pass it off to the ever-capable Debonair, aka Bo, aka my favorite new volunteer. Go ahead, take it away, friend.
Thank you, Kit. And hello, everybody. My name is Debonair VT, but you can call me Bo. Favorite new volunteer? That's so lovely. I imagine that's because I was picking on CJ earlier. So I imagine that that's going to get thrown back my way eventually, which will be fun. I don't know the lore behind speed ducks. I don't know why that's a thing, but I do love it. So what are y'all up to, chat? What are y'all up to tonight? This comfy, cozy time that we're having. I suppose we're technically not done with the rolling animals block. It's just that Hello Kitty is going to be rolling a little bit differently, presumably. I imagine there's roller skates involved. I don't know anything about this game. It'll be fun to watch for sure. For those of you who are just joining us, we are streaming. We have streamed 2 weekends ago, last weekend, and now this weekend, raising money for Save the Children. Save the Children is a charity that believes that every child deserves a future. They work every day to give children a healthy start in life, the opportunity to learn, and protection from harm. Since their founding over 100 years ago, they've changed the lives of over 1 billion children around the world. So if you want to save them kids, chat, you want to get those donations in. We're like really close to 4,500. It would be super sweet if we could hit that milestone during my hosting shift block here. I'll be with you for a little bit today, and then a little bit tomorrow as well. So today won't be the last you hear from me, but today would be a good day to hit the milestone. Because if we hit the 4,500 milestone, chat, that means we can open up the 5K milestone. Everybody wants that, right? I don't remember how much we would need to get to like the most raised, but we could aim for that. This could be the year. SDAT 2025. So how is everybody's marathon weekend going? I know for me, it's been pretty comfy cozy so far. A really lazy Saturday. It's finally starting to cool off around here too. You gotta love that. If you are looking for a reason to toss some money towards the charity, and you don't really need a reason, but if you there's if you need a little nudge in the right direction, we've got a couple of incentives and bid wars that are happening right now. So for the run that is happening almost next, not next, but the Ori run, we currently have a turn-on Rainbow Dash target goal. We're just under $100 away from that. We're at 65 out of 150, so we're pretty close. If you're donating and you're not sure what to put it to, put it towards that. I imagine it doesn't mean the pony. I think it's probably like a cosmetic that follows behind Ori in some capacity. But I don't know. We should donate to figure it out. And then we also have for later tonight. I think it's tonight. Is it tonight or tomorrow? It's tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh, it's late tonight. It's before the end of day 5, but technically tomorrow. We have an ongoing target to upgrade the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog to all trash cans. Now I don't really know what all trash cans means. I know that this is like it's a VN. It's kind of like a Phoenix Wright kind of game, as I recall. But I don't really know anything else. So I don't know what the all trash cans upgrade could be. But that's all the more reason for us to try to get that one raised. We're currently sitting, unfortunately, at 0 out of $90. But $90 is all that we need to look at all the trash cans. I presume look at all the trash cans. We've also got some ongoing bid wars. In Halo 3, there's a thirsty grunt. And our choices are to either save this grunt or to unalive this grunt. And unfortunately for the grunt, right now, unalive is in the lead by $60. And no one wants to save the grunt. So, theoretically, chat, if you wanted to save the grunt, you would only need to donate $61. And you could also then put that towards either the Rainbow Dash target for Ori and the Blind Forest, or upgrading to all trash cans for the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, because you can do both of those things. If you're not super interested in trying to save the grunt, we also have a bid war open for choosing the ending in the Shadow the Hedgehog run that's happening later. We either get the neutral ending or the hero ending. And right now the hero ending is ahead by $25. Neutral doesn't have anything. So if you want the neutral ending instead, to make Shadow a truly ambivalent protagonist, and I don't know the copy pasta, but ambivalent towards both good and evil, you could donate $26 and then put neutral in the lead. And then we also have, as has been mentioned a couple times so far, we are going to be making the SDAT pizza at some point soon. I think CJ is going to have to actually make and eat this. So if you'd like your fellow human person to have a not terrible time having a pizza, you can try to put some nice stuff on it. Right now, pepperoni and pineapple are in the lead, and only 2 of this list are going, by the way. Pepperoni and pineapple are both in the lead. $135 for pineapple. Big stretch. You'd have to try really hard to beat that. And then pepperoni down at $28.69. There is also choices for chicken and extra cheese, which don't have anything towards them just yet. But we also have sausage, peppers, and onions. Peppers and onions are both at $20 and sausage is at $25. So right now we're looking at a pepperoni and pineapple pizza for the official SDAT pizza. But you can change it to whatever else you need to. Just got to get those donations in. Okay, and it seems like we're a little bit ahead of schedule today, despite the gremlins. So we're going to kick everything over to a quick message from the charity, a couple bumpers from our friends. And when we come back, we will be ready for Hello Kitty Roller Rescue Any % with Cyanide Gunner. Catch y'all on the other side.
And welcome back to our coverage of the 2006 All-Star Game. Leading it off for the National League is Alfonso Soriano, and what a year he's having. As we get settled into this one, Roy Halladay on the bump, getting the start for the American League. And 0-0 count. Hideaway Cutter, 0-1. Oh, I'm sorry, we interrupt our coverage of this game to bring you a basketball game with Larry Johnson going up. Matembo has the ball, gets hard foul, but the refs are letting him play. Brings it up the court, and boom, shakalaka. A dunk. Oh no, sorry. Bears Saints. Bears are at the goal line. What are they going to run here? They hand it off to the running back, and touchdown. Bears 35. We're playing Brent Hull's hockey now. Oh, and a hard check. The refs are letting them play. You love to see it. And goal! Goal, St. Louis has scored. Janney, no assists. Well, you loved it. And we interrupt our hockey coverage to bring you this Beyond the Arc 3 from Yosemite Sam. Tasmanian Devil goes up the court and slams it down. Daffy checks the ball into Yosemite Sam. He goes to a spot on Beyond the Arc and drains it in. If you want to see more clips like this and more, go to youtube.com/sports_fix. That's youtube.com/sports_fix.
So, you're wondering if Save the Children is a good charity and whether you should donate to help kids. Let us show you where your giving goes. Here's how it works. For every $1 you give, 85 cents goes straight to our programs, helping children grow up healthy, educated, and safe. That means your donation can help provide books, nourishing food, medicine, and shelter to children wherever it's needed the most, in 115 countries around the globe. Now, about that other 15 cents. We use that for innovating, operating, and communicating with you, so we can create positive, irreversible change for children and with children. Don't just take our word for it. Year after year, charity watch groups give us top marks. Bottom line, Save the Children is a top charity you can trust. So go ahead and feel good about doing good, and know that every $1 helps.
Awesome. Welcome back, everybody. We made it. We're back, and it's time for us to get started with Hello Kitty Roller Rescue by the one and only Cyanide Gunner. Cy, take it away.
Hello. Very quickly, I want to say two things. I apologize for how rusty I am. In order to counteract that rust, I've set load times to fast, which isn't technically against the rules, but because of that, I won't be submitting this if it's a PB. but it's just to counteract the fact that if it didn't have that, I'd probably go overestimate. So I'm just trying to make it as good for the stream. I'm very rusty. I haven't played this game in about a year, but I'm glad to play it. I've been looking for an excuse. I'm ready whenever. You good?
Go ahead. Yep. Give us a countdown, and
Okay.
we're ready when you are.
3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So this is Hello Kitty. There are 16 levels. It's like your average adventure platformer with some beat 'em up elements. It's not a very hard game, but it's still fun and it's still very good to run. I started running this as just a fun little side thing after I stopped doing Chameleon Twist. But there are a lot of issues with running this game in terms of like emulation and like just timing. So I stopped for a while, but I'm happy to be back. This is the first stage. It's very short. We're just going to spin a bunch to get to this fence and jump over it. I'm going to get interrupted by these little guys. Look sort of like mini hot dogs. Going to hit this tree. A bunch. And then cross over. I'm going to rescue this person, whose name escapes me right now, but that's okay, by going over here and beating up this square to get the key. And then you open the door. And then that's the end of stage 1. Like I said, there are 16 stages. It's split into 5 separate worlds with 3 stages each. And then the final boss, which is basically a 5-minute auto-scroller. So it'd be nice to just sort of chill at the end. This gets... I say the run's not very hard, but it gets quite hard towards the end. That menu is awkward. There's a stage towards the end called Red Alert, which is a stealth stage. You've got to avoid the like tracking lights, and it's very easy to trigger them. And you can't advance unless you kill every enemy in that area. This stage we've got to kill these guys to stop them destroying like hot dog stands and burger stands and all the fast food. Probably should let them just destroy them because fast food is awful for you, but who cares? It's a kids game. It's very fun.
While you're rescuing the fast food, do we have a little bit of time for a donation?
Yeah, of course.
Excellent. So this is a pretty big one. It's for $100 from
wow.
the lovely Quill and All the Fish. Thank you, Quill. It says, thanks for having me for Tin and Kuna, and to SNC for having me for the Sammy run on commentary. Had a great time doing it. Good luck on saying hi to Katsai. And that was, as mentioned, $100. So not only does that put us over the 4,500 goal, which is fabulous, that was also put towards moving Sausage up the rankings in the SDAT pizza. So now I believe Pineapple is still at the top, but Sausage will be in second place. And that completely finished out the turn on Rainbow Dash target for Ori and the Blind Forest. So we are going to get to see what the Rainbow Dash is in that game.
Sick. Thanks, Quill.
Yeah, thanks, Quill.
That's the end of stage 2, 14 to go. So now we get to our first boss stage. This is Tank Attack. It's all the bosses in the stage in this game are pretty short. This one is... There's like a pattern you can do to get the optimal time, but I can never remember how to do it because I'm bad at this game. You just gotta hit him with these little green like bomb things. But even if I do it wrong, it's a very short fight.
They look like the mines from Diddy Kong Racing.
I've never played that game, so I'll take your word for it. Come on, there we go. So that's the end of World 1. Heading on to World 2. This is the Sleepy Pony. This is on like a global cycle. You've got to rescue one of Hello Kitty's friends from that Ferris wheel. And if you get a good cycle, you can catch it just as it's coming around to the bottom and avoid having to wait for it to go around the full time. Just gotta go beat this guy up real quick, because he's got a key. Or is it this one? It's this one. There. He's got a key to open this door here. Pink key opens the pink door. Yellow key opens the yellow door. Watch this cutscene. Gotta save her. You can just hop over this hedge and just hit the switch to stop the teacups. Then you come back over. And now you gotta go save her from the guys that spawn in when you get in the middle of this big ride. Nice little carnival music. So, I always have trouble getting off of this thing because the camera like points in a weird direction. You've got to go behind yourself, like that. Do I have to speak to her? I can never remember. No, okay. That's fine. So you come over here. Spin, 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 open this door. No, I must have to speak to her. It wouldn't let me. That's weird. Anyway. There we go. Now we have the key. So spin over here, open this door. And then there's a switch to my right that stops the Ferris wheel. But you've got to like time it. So if you get here on the right cycle, you don't have to wait for him to come all the way around. And now we've got to go through here, because the blue key opens the blue door, and hit this switch. And that lowers this bridge, which we can use to cross over to a different yellow door, I believe. Yep, we've got to go beat this guy up. I think it's this guy. Yeah, to get that pink key. And open this. And then you've got to go beat this guy up. To get the yellow key. I'm getting attacked by mini hot dogs. That's okay. Then you've got to save these guys. Ah! There we go. Come over. And through this gate is the end of the stage. There we go. So we're already a quarter of the way through the run, pretty much. Like, it's a very short run. World record, I think, is 30 minutes. But that's with, like, the loading stipulations that I mentioned before. So, if this is under that, this is technically not world record because of that. This stage, you've got to go clean up the park. Because somebody's put, like, loads of barrels of goop. It's like Super Mario Sunshine. But less awkward platforming controls. Yeah, cutscene to trigger that guy. He goes over there. Just beating him up to get those stars. Now you're going to break these. You don't have to break them all. There's like a certain one you can break to like get rid of the goop in each little clump. But just to be safe. Like that one, see? That cleaned all of... No, that one there. And that opens that door. You turn around, there's this one here, that opens that door. And then you come up here, and you've got to beat up the little chef guy. Who likes to run away from you. Which makes sense, because you're trying to beat him up. But... and that opens the stage. Now, I haven't done this boss fight in a while, but if I do it right, there's a really cool tactic for it. It's a giant train. Like, you just fight a train. And you've got to protect the station, as the stage says. stage name suggests. So I want to come over here. I did not mean to press that button. Well, that ruins the fast cycle, but that's okay. We're supposed to do that much later. So we gotta hit them.
If you'd like a couple minutes to focus, I can yap for a little bit.
Go ahead.
Awesome. So we did just get another donation from SNC Sector 7G, who y'all just saw playing through Sammy and doing comms for Quill's run, for $5.32. Comment is, thanks again to the whole team for another terrific SDAT. I hope Kit agrees that I've improved the total donation amount with the additional 32 cents. So that does put us at 45.7501. That's so if the extra penny is going to get to y'all, that's, I mean, just 99 cents will even it right out. It's definitely better than where we were. Yeah, I agree, Kit. I like it more than where we were. But you know, we could get it to a nice even number, and all it takes is one hero in chat to donate 99 cents. Surely. Oh, and that did get put towards the chicken topping for the SDAT pizza, which didn't do a ton, except chicken is now above extra cheese, but it has not changed any other positions aside from that. So we appreciate the chicken rep. It's powerful, but we're gonna need a little bit more to get that up there. If someone donated $130, for instance, that would put it above pineapple by 32 cents. So the choice is yours, chat room. You get to pick. You get to pick what goes on this pizza. You get to see. It is the sentiment, SNC. How is the Final Fantasy train battle going?
Not very well, but that's okay. We're nearly done. Just one more hit. You've got to hit the front of the train, but the hitbox is a little weird. There it is. That should be it. Okay, that's World 2 done. This is Shopping Scam. This is where you go to Walmart and realise that everything you saw on sale on the website is not on sale in real life. No, I'm gonna... I might be going the completely wrong way, but that's okay, I am. I'm gonna be over here. No? No, that's right, it's this way. And then around here, yes. So you come through here. Sorry, I've got to stop to mention a comment I just read in chat from Quill saying chicken is just a late fried egg. And I hate that he's not wrong.
He is technically correct. Which I've been told is the best kind of correct.
Absolutely.
So this stage may be called Shopping Scam Chat, but you know what isn't a scam? SDAT merch.
Excellent. Excellent segue. Yeah, you can get your S hats.
Or your SDAT shirts, because I don't think we can... I don't know if there's a nice shortened version of that, but the hats are great. I've seen them a couple times so far. They look fabulous. I'm currently wearing an SDAT shirt. I got the SDAT 25. It got here within a few days of ordering it. The shipping was super fast. It's super duper comfortable. Y'all should definitely get in on that.
And they ship to the UK.
Yeah. I like pronouncing S hurt.
Okay, this is Freeze Factory, or Freeze Factor. There is an optimal path to do this. I'm going to forget it, but that's okay. We're here to have fun, not to go fast. Well, we're here to do both, but having fun is the more important thing. Okay, so I want to go over here. I believe it's up here first. I'm immediately wrong, but that's okay. It's over here. So the camera just sort of pans. It's not great. That's okay. Up here. No. Over here. Yes, this jump. So this jump's a lot trickier than it looks. That's okay, we got it. There are 6 of these, I believe, to hit. I've done either 3 or 4, I've lost count. You want to go over here. I've already hit this one. Up here. Yes, I remember now. Over here, and then double back to myself. Once the camera goes through the metal grate. Up here. Hit this. Definitely pressed Y there, but okay. And then that should be it. Last one? Yes, okay. Sick.
Nice.
So now, thank you. So now we go on to Red Alert. This stage is... I don't have the special meter up, so I can't do the very, very fast strat here. But this is a pretty fun stage. So you've got to hit these guys, this guy's missiles back at them. And then if you've got your special here, you can do something very cool and get his health down 2 more. But that's okay. I accidentally used it earlier. That's fine. That's fine. This guy reminds me of the mole from Mario Sunshine. A lot of similarities between Mario Sunshine and this game.
Can't believe Mario Sunshine ripped off Hello Kitty Roller Rescue.
Honestly, the disgrace. Has Miyamoto got no shame? Come on. So Kane California and chat runs this game and they are much better at it than I am. Come on. Yeah, now we're gonna wait for the missile to come out. Come on. Whoa, why isn't the missile coming? Wait, what? How do I am very confused right now. You're supposed to be able to jump on top and hit him, but how do I... Ah! Ow, okay. I'm nearly dead, that's not good. I'm going to die. Yeah. That's okay. This is quite a short stage. I actually don't know what happened there. You're supposed to be able to jump on top of him and hit him.
Well, while we run this one back, it looks like we did get a donation, and it is from the named Kane California from before.
Nice.
It is. I don't know if this is a code. This seems like a very in-joke comment. But the comment is: Trist walks up to you and asks, "Do you take the blue pill and get Sega Star, or the red pill and get Neonic, or do you walk out and take Cow Ashlow me?"
Ow. I do my own thing and die for some reason.
A secret third thing.
Yeah, the secret third thing.
Well, thank you, Kane. Thank you, Kane, California. I don't know which one you prefer, or if you prefer a shortened version, but thank you for that. That was for $3, and it did not end up going to any of the polls or targets or anything like that. So don't forget, chat, when you do donate, you can put those donations towards both a poll and a target. And currently we have one target that is open for a little bit later tonight. It is upgrading the run for Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog to all trash cans, whatever that means. And if you, like me, want to know what that means, we are $90 away from that upgrade. We also have a couple of polls going on right now. The SDAT pizza toppings are still happening. It is currently pineapple and sausage in the lead, with pepperoni a little bit behind, followed by peppers and onions, and then chicken, but extra cheese is in dead last. So if you want to change those rankings, the top 2 toppings are going to be what goes on the actual pizza when it gets made. So you want to get those donations in for that soon. We also have a bid war for the Shadow the Hedgehog ending that we'll be doing. It's either going to be the neutral ending or the hero ending. The hero ending is currently in the lead with $25. Neutral is at 0. But if you would like Shadow the Hedgehog to be truly ambivalent towards both good and evil, for just $26, you could put neutral back in the lead. Or in the lead for the first time, I suppose. It was tied before. It could be in first place now. And then we also have, for Halo 3 later, there is a Thirsty Grunt, and we have the opportunity to either unalive this grunt or save this grunt. And currently, unfortunately for the grunt, unaliving is in first place by $60 to 0. So if you are a grunt liker and you would like to keep this fellow alive, we need 61 minimum to put that back in first place. And if not, then this poor grunt is going to be unalived when we reach the Halo 3 run. So that is what we've got going on, chat. Keep those donations coming. We're already we've got the new $5,000 goal opened up, so we're 400 and change dollars away from that. That would be super sick if we could hit it as well.
Perfectly timed, because I just finished the stage.
Excellent.
So that went dreadfully, but that's okay, because now we can do Haunted Lot. And Haunted Lot's a cool stage. You gotta go get these batteries for like a mini RC car guy, and beat up these like garbage bag ninjas that I just love the concept of. Just like these little like garbage bag ninja guys.
They're great.
This is what I was saying before in the like in the setup stuff. The music in this game is really catchy and really like this way. Yeah.
Oh, there's one more thing, chat, that I forgot to mention. We are also actively doing a raffle that is happening. You can enter it in a couple of ways. One way is a $20 donation, and the other way, I believe, is to just join the Discord, and you can get yourself put up on the list of participants. There's a bunch of cool things that you can win, including but not limited to a Steel Stick modified N64 controller, a gaming keyboard, and a shirt from the merch store. So there's quite a bit that you could win. All you have to do is pop into the Discord and fill out the Google form, or toss a donation towards Save the Children. So make sure y'all are, if you're interested in trying to get some, not necessarily free, if you choose the donation route, but sometimes free, swag and prizes and things from this marathon, get on in there and get that form filled out.
I need to do that. I forgot about that. I'll get the car guy. So we just collected all the batteries. Now we took this little car guy. And I'm missing one. I am missing one. I think. No. I can come through here now. And then you come through here. Come over here. I believe there's one in this corner. Yeah. And then double back and go over to this wall where the car will not break it because the other one's over here. I knew I was missing one. There it is. This should now break through the wall. Oh, what happened there? Oh, camera was weird. To fight one more guy. Big, like, radio tower guy. Satellite. Just, I'm gonna beat him up. And that's the end of this stage. Also, Hello Kitty does a little dance at the end, which is cool. It's very cute.
It gives me Kirby vibes. Finishing the stage and dancing with your partners. Yeah.
This boss sucks. Oh no, this isn't the boss yet. We're getting to the boss that sucks. This is Arena of Danger. There's a very hard jump in this stage that I am going to go for because it looks cool. Do I need to kill this guy? Okay, you know, I'm just gonna go up. I think I just fell. Yeah, I took these guys. And then we just get floated to like a giant water slide thing. Like a marble track. I know nothing about Hello Kitty lore, so they might be very important characters in like the Sanrio universe. I have no idea. I know of Hello Kitty, I know of Purin, I know... What happened there?
I'm a big Challenges fan myself.
I don't know that one.
He's like a little alligator guy. He's really
Oh, you will love this stage later then.
Oh, excellent.
I actually don't know what happened there. It wouldn't let me.
The arena was dangerous, it looked like.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it says on the tin I should really pay more attention. No, I think I just missed a jump and got caught behind some boxes. That's okay. Didn't lose too much time. So, yeah, like running against this marble. There we go. Okay, so the hard jump's coming up. So we're gonna follow this thing around. I'm getting attacked by something. There it is. Then we're gonna go all the way over here.
Awesome. It looks like we just broke $4,600 as well. We got a $22 donation going towards pepperoni and pushing the Pokemon Snap bonus daily games a little bit further. Thank you, kind donor.
Nice. Okay, this is Project Home Run. You're gonna bounce like baseballs off this guy using the like electric fence, and it's a little tricky to aim. But we're coming up at the end of the run. There's only like one world left after this, not including the like final boss, which is a 5-minute auto scroller. Now use the special and hopefully take out 2 of its health or 3 of its health. 3 of its health, and then we're just gonna hit it one more time. It's very hard to aim because everything's like it's in a pentagon, So like everything's at a slight angle. There we go. Okay, final world. This is where the hard missions start. This is the really hard one, under construction. This is the one I mentioned before. I got its name wrong. But this is the stealth mission, where you've got to go around and sneak and hit switches. This has the little alligator guy challenges in it.
Heck yes.
I definitely hit that, but okay. I definitely hit that. Why didn't that... Ah! There we go. A way to skip this stage would be huge. Just because everything's on like a stealth, like... So, and this is what happens if you get caught. Everything locks down and you've got to kill everything in the area in order to open the door again. You're basically trapped. See, the little fence posts are blocking the gate. If you mess up once, it's not too big of a deal, but it can happen multiple times, which is when it starts to get a bit. Come on, there you go. There's challenges. Goofy little guy. Nom nom nom. Do I need to talk to him? I'm assuming I do. That was close. You can actually, like, skip lowering this water, I think, but it's very difficult. Ah, where's the other one? I think there's one more. The camera in this game isn't the greatest, so it's kind of hard to see when I'm going. It's over there. And just gotta get into this one. And then boss, another satellite guy. So I think we're gonna go a little overestimate. So I apologize for that.
We did start a little early, so I think we're probably all good.
Just because I know the last stage is a 5-minute auto scroll, and I've still got one more boss to do. And another stage. So, that's okay. This is Last Breath of Reliance. This is essentially a giant corridor where you've got to kill a bunch of enemies and avoid getting turned into a little cat box. Like you get turned into a little cube. By that ball that keeps ball of light that's getting like thrown at you, turns into a little cube.
Sounds like we do not want to be turned into a cube.
No, because you can't attack, you can only like jump and move. You get stuck, and I think it's like 15 seconds or something, you're just trapped as a cube.
That's an eternity.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It might be 10, but that's still quite a lot. It's a significant amount of time.
10 is better, but the bar is low and it's a 15-second debuff.
It can also happen in the final boss, but it thankfully doesn't really affect the final boss, because you've got to wait for the boss to get to like a certain point anyway, so it's just a way to kill time. Okay, I don't think I need my special, and I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna kill this guy the normal way. If I start to die, I'll change my mind. Get the key. Yeah, there's box. I think you can still take damage with the box, which is very unfortunate. I'm going to use a special. Okay, so we're nearly at the end of this stage. Then we have one more boss fight for this world, like section, and then there is another boss fight, and that's the run. Very, very short run, even when played very badly like I have. I am going to die. This is not a good stage to die on. There's health in this room, I think. That's fine. Kill this guy. Where's the other one? There you are, hello. And then you want to go through this door. And that's the end of this stage. The next boss is also quite difficult to do fast. You can do it in, I think, 2 cycles, but that's not going to happen. First, you've got to get him to blow these, like, generators up, and then he'll throw bombs at you, and you just got to throw the bombs back, basically. Very simple, but it's hard to do fast because you've only got a certain amount of time to, like, throw the bombs at him. So you've got to bait him to throw the energy at the generators like this. This should be the last one. No, one more. Now he's going to throw bombs at you. And they'll make like a giant like energy wave that sucks them all in. That should have hit him. Okay. Then you jump over the shockwave. And then more spawn in. And then I'm just gonna... I don't know if this works. It does not, but that's okay, because I wasn't going to get any more damage in on him anyway. So it was worth a try. Okay, and now we're nearly done with this stage. I'm just going to blow him up one more time. And we're at the final stage, which is an auto-scroller. So the run's basically over in terms of anything skill-intensive. Giant square mech guy. Just gonna blow him up.
Comfy final boss fight.
Yeah. So just throw bombs off him, and then hide behind the fountain so you can't get hit. There's a fun little like visual glitch in this stage where if you go behind one of the shopping carts that's behind me, Hello Kitty just goes invisible for some reason.
Interesting.
I will show you in a sec. That orange cart there, if you go behind that orange cart, it turns Hello Kitty invisible very briefly. Bum, 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 bum. So you just gotta throw these bombs. And once you're out of bombs, you cross the bridge and just start shooting it with a cannon. Yeah. So if you go behind this one, you can see here. But if you go behind this one, it just disappears. Which is fun. The music here is very intense for what is a very easy boss. So one more time, then we just cross the bridge and wait for it to get here, I guess. So now there are these cannons that you've got to use to hit it. I don't think you can hit it from here. Yeah, no. You've got to wait till it crosses the bridge. So we're just here to wait. So if you've got any more donations or anything to save, now would be an excellent time to do it.
Perfect. Yeah. So for those of you just joining us, or those of you who forgot, I know that I forget sometimes, we are raising money this weekend for Save the Children. Save the Children is a charity that focuses on, you guessed it, saving the children. They led a massive worldwide effort that helped reduce newborn deaths by over 40%. That's 40, not 14. 40% since the year 2000, saving 1.5 million babies each year. They do a ton of work helping to support children from, early childhood all the way through basic education programs and even beyond that. So it's a super good cause. That they are absolutely deserving of your donations and your time. And we're doing what we can. We've got 4,600 even now. So about exactly $400 short of the next goal, which is 5K. I don't know what the official SDAT record is for like a total raised for a marathon, but I imagine we're probably getting pretty close. And this one could be the year, chat. So definitely get your donations in if you were considering. This is the sign that you needed. You should absolutely donate to Save the Children. There's also merch that is being sold for the event. It is very comfortable, and it looks really neat. You can type !merch in chat to see what the offerings are, and all of the profits from those things are going to be donated to the charity as well. So that is also an option if you would like some swag that does a similar amount of effectiveness for the charity. So we appreciate what y'all have done so far, and we still have all day today, or the rest of the day today, and then we've got a bunch of runs tomorrow. So there is still much SDAT to come, and you could technically make it even more SDAT because we do have some targets that we have coming up. One of which is upgrading the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog to all trash cans %. And I want to know what that means. I think you do too, chat. So that's $90 away. We can get that one for sure. And then we also have some bonus daily games in Pokemon Snap. We can make CC play Pokemon Snap for longer later today. We're just over halfway there for that target. So you can pop in there and try to just get us a little more SDAT, but also make CC play video games for longer. It's a win-win. Everybody wins here.
Nice. We are right at the end of the run. It's going to flash 100 on the screen, and that's time.
GG's.
Thank you. Okay, only 3 minutes over estimate. 4 minutes over estimate. That's not bad.
Yeah, solid run for sure. Especially after having, you said, not playing for a year?
Yeah. I thought I had more time to de-rust. Turns out I had no time to de-rust, so.
That is how they get you.
Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank
Great
you.
run. Where can the people find you if they want to see more of this kind of stuff?
I don't stream as much anymore, but you can find me at twitch.tv/CyanoidGunner. I'll be there probably streaming this game some more in the coming months because I've been meaning to get back to it. I have also got a YouTube channel with the same name, CyanoidGunner. I am working on some very, very, very cool long-form content that I am excited to share when it's closer to the time. But there's some cool stuff coming up.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. Fabulous run. Chat, don't go anywhere. We're going to kick things over to a message from the charity, a couple bumpers from our friends. And when we come back, we will be getting everything ready for the Ori and the Blind Forest run. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a little bit.
Bye-bye.
Welcome back, chat. It's me again, your host for the day. Well, not the whole day, for a little bit longer. I got one more run on my shift. Who's all looking forward to Ori and the Blind Forest coming up? It's going to be a really neat one. It's all skills, no out of bounds. And now there's also going to be a rainbow dash effect following Ori around. So that's going to be super duper neat. For those of you who are either just joining us or have forgotten, we are raising money for Save the Children this weekend. We're already up to $4,600 even, and we're aiming to. I mean, ideally we could get, all the way up to 5K today. But we have today, we have tomorrow, and we've got a couple of runs on Monday as well. The rare holiday marathon. So you've got plenty of time to get things in if you would like. We have a bunch of really interesting runs coming up today still. Day 5 is ending late tonight, probably like around 2 in the morning. But until then, we have the Ori and the Blind Forest run coming up next by Final Flame. And then we've got Dayman Ah's game show. They're doing Wheel of Fortune, and I believe we met the bonus round incentive. So that's going to be really interesting. We have a Halo 3 co-op easy run by Nervy Destroyer and Gaffy Taffy. And that is actually a bid war that we have going on right now. There's a thirsty grunt in that game. And we can either save that grunt or unalive that grunt. And currently, chat wants to unalive the grunt. there's $60 towards unaliving and no dollars towards saving the grunt. So if any of y'all kind of want the grunt to, like, you know, survive, you gotta get that cash in. Gotta get those donations in, chat room. $61 would save the grunt. Well, $61 would save the grunt in first place, which could then, of course, be sniped by anyone who would like to unalive the grunt. After that Halo 3 run, we have a Shadow the Hedgehog run, which is one of our other bid wars that's going on today, which we get to choose the ending. That's going to be by Underground SR with 2 underscores. We can either have the neutral or the hero ending. So if you would like Shadow to be heroic at the end of the story, you don't technically need to do anything, but hero is $25 ahead of the neutral ending. So you could put it in a safer lead than we have at the moment by donating that way. If you would, on the other hand, prefer for Shadow the Hedgehog to be truly ambivalent towards both good and evil, to take the neutral ending, that needs at minimum $26 to get put in the lead. After Shadow the Hedgehog, we have the big incentive that we've got going on, or the first of 2, The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog by Derek GNC. Currently, we are just beating the game. However, there is an active incentive to upgrade that category to all trash cans. All trash cans, chat. There's nothing going towards the trash cans yet. It's at $0 still. Y'all need to show up. We've got to see all the trash cans. It's gonna be more SDAT. So yes, I want trash what an out of context quote. I agree. And Stupid Ketchup is right. We should put more money. If you would like to unalive the grunt, you should make sure that lead is large. Then the very last run of the day after the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is Pokemon Snap by CC. And that's our other incentive. We're going to be playing bonus daily games, extra bonus daily games. And that is currently doing pretty well. That's doing pretty well. It's at 105-ish out of 200. So we're just under $100 away from hitting the target for that, which of course means more SDAT and also CC playing more video games, which is good for everyone. So get those donations in for all of these things, chat room. The charity is a great cause. It absolutely deserves it. And also more marathon, more SDAT. I am getting word that we are good to go with the Ori run. So we're going to kick things over to a word from the charity, some bumpers from our friends, and when we come back, it will be time for Ori and the Blind Forest by Final Flame. Catch you all on the other side.
I know that you gave so much to keep my dream alive. Everybody has them I know that you'll be so proud to see how far I've come. I'll pay it back to you. There will come a day when you'll need me by your side, and I'll pay it back to you.
Probably more.
All right, gamers, welcome back to SDAT 2025. It is my pleasure to introduce the next run. It is going to be Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, all skills, no out of bounds, by the one and only Final Flame. Final Flame, how you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing well. Hopefully everybody watching is. So, hello, I am Final Flame. If you're a longtime viewer of this channel, you've probably seen me. And I'm continuing my tradition of attempting every time I'm on this channel to be running something different rather than the same game over and over and over again. So today's got to be Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. This is a speedrun that I very recently learned earlier this year. It's something I'd been wanting to learn for a very long time, and I'm really excited to finally know the run and get to show it off. Let me introduce my co-commentator. You've heard her on this channel before as well. She brings me good luck with my runs. Maybe she'll bring me another PB today. Hi Mendez, how are you?
Hello, I am good. I've been joining Flame with a lot of his practice of this game over the last, couple of weeks or so, and I've picked up on a few terms, but I don't know a lot about this game, so I'll be the audience surrogate for this run.
Well, you're going to learn the speedrun tomorrow, though, right?
Oh yeah, of course, as ever.
Alright, without further ado, let's dive into it. We will be playing on normal mode. In 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, starting off with a cutscene skip. We're going to be skipping every cutscene we can through any means we can in this game. So if you're here for the story, I'm sorry. If you're here for the graphics and incredible music, welcome. This game is absolutely incredible. It has an amazing score written for it. I love the music, love the graphics, basically love everything about this game.
Yeah, I've only played the game from a very casual point of view, but the graphics is really what drew me to this game. It's really pretty.
Alright, so one thing I'm going to point out that I just did, I turned my HUD off. You're going to see that being turned on and off throughout the run. The reason you want it off most of the time is to avoid a bunch of text, a bunch of cutscene text, basically, such as right here. There's text that would normally appear on the screen if the HUD was on. We don't want that because that takes time to go through. However, by having the HUD off, I also can't see my health or energy, so there are points in the run which I want that on or off. One other thing to point out, I am playing this game on controller. Optimally, it's probably better to use mouse and keyboard, so there are going to be a few times I have to go a little bit slow because of that. But I'm just so used to the controller right now that, for comfort purposes, I stick to it. One other thing I am doing a bunch of jumping around. That is slightly faster. I don't know how much, but I can't imagine it's not that much faster. Alright, so now we have an ability to attack. Now we can kill things. There's our friend sign. And off to collect our first couple of keystones. One important thing early on in this run, I'm going to be intentionally collecting or dodging experience. That is for a trick that will be coming up pretty early in the run, at which I need to level up at a specific time. And that's got to be the first major trick. There's kind of 3 what I would call major tricks in the run. Actually wanted to take damage there. But we're going to do a not major trick right there. I just put those keystones in the door, put down the save, died, and now the door is open, rather than waiting for the animation. That is called Ghost Door. We're going to see that many times throughout the run. So I didn't actually want...
Doors are slow.
Yeah. Didn't want to be at full health there. That's a little unfortunate. That's why I usually kill that. Okay. So that is us collecting an extra life orb. We're gonna need extra health for this run. Come on. You're gonna see me doing a lot of safety stuff throughout the run, whether it be killing enemies that are in my way, collecting extra life orbs, a lot of safety saves, couple backup strats. Most of it will not cost me much time. That is a mapstone pedestal. We don't care about maps. We know our way through here.
Well, maybe you know your way through here.
Okay, hopefully. Fair point. Alright, so ideally, I want to level up right down here. I don't actually know where my experience is at, though, right now. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too late. So the reason I wanted to level right there is you noticed I had an explosion come out for me. That killed everything on screen, which is kind of useful because I have to go back that way in just a moment. So this is our first skill tree. We are getting the wall jump ability here, which will allow us to jump off walls. Kind of self-explanatory on that one. Not all of them are like that. And then up here to our first, first, not only, extra energy cell. That gives us 4 energy, which is very important coming up in the run. We're going to need all 4 of them. That's a thorn. That's definitely RNG manipulation. Not me just failing the jump. Anytime I get hit like that, it's absolutely RNG manipulation.
Yeah, of course.
Little pro dodge strats there. So yeah, we're just making our way back now. So this category, our goal is to collect all skill trees as well as the feather, which doesn't come from a skill tree, but it's similar. Get out of my way. So right now I'm intentionally dodging as much experience as I can. I'm not too worried about taking damage, as I will have a safety save coming up. We got a trick coming up as well. I'd say it's not a major skip in the run, but it is a major trick because we're going to utilize it plenty. And that is called Save Anywhere. It's coming up right down here. I will do my best to explain it. Alright, so we have a save teleporter right over here. We're going to utilize that as I skip as much of that experience as I can. Alright, so we're going to open up our ability point menu. I'm going to turn my HUD on. I have 35 experience. That's useful to know. So it's kind of hard to tell, but in the background, I am moving Ori right now. That is by opening this experience point thing. I think... Saved a little late. Should be good. But I learned something where I wanted to save the game, quit, and now I can move without watching a cutscene. That's a really bad explanation. It's kind of difficult for me to explain, but we'll have more chances. We're going to be using that a lot. So I need to kill 2 enemies.
I feel like, from my understanding, like while you're on that screen, the cutscene trigger doesn't play, right? So as long as you move past it.
So it will actually play, and that's what led to a soft lock the other day, if you remember right. But grab this, save. But what happens when you learn that ability? It actually places a save right there, so you're able to reload in and then skip the cutscene as a result, because the cutscene trigger has already played or something. So coming up here just to get this ability cell. Actually, it's not a full cell. I think it's just some points. I'm waiting because I really don't want to kill this enemy right here. I do not want its experience. Oh no! Well, okay, we're gonna do that again. I thought I was about to get hit, so I overcompensated. That's unfortunate. By the way, I will be donating $1 for every death of mine. There's a chance it'll be many deaths. I thought about doing more, but, I don't want to go broke. But I do recommend anyone that can do that also join me in doing it. I need that orb to respawn up here. So fortunately I do have a death counter, I'll just have to remember to check it out at the end of the run. And let's try this again. Wait, okay. I really don't want to get hit by those. So I'm taking this area a little safe as a result. Avoid these pretty beams of death. Like, the color in this area is so fantastic.
Oh, it really is. Great avoidance work.
Yeah, the graphics in this game are incredible. Everything about this game is amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Moon Studios. It's incredible. I fell in love with it the first time I ever saw it. This is the other enemy I'm going to kill because it's just kind of in my way. So at this point, I cannot kill anything else until a precise moment in time. So we're going to be dodging all these enemies. And that is because we need to level up at a specific moment. So pretty. Alright. So yeah, the orb we're carrying right now only lights up a little radius around us, which enables us to see things such as all these platforms. It's kind of the gimmick of this area, although pretty soon we will be lighting up the entire area. It'll still be pretty though.
Yeah, and usually I'm not really a fan of like darkness gimmicks, but I think this just does it really well where the platforms literally don't even exist if they're not in the light. Like, so it's not just a case of what your monitor can see, it's literally a case of like it being used in the mechanic. So yeah,
No,
really cool.
why did Ori put that in already? Oh well. I was supposed to do another cutscene skip there, and I could just exit and redo it, but we'll watch the cutscene.
I mean, getting towards cutscenes, that's a bonus. That's a bonus right there.
Yeah, I was a little too close. That's fine. I was meant to do another save anywhere, but I am going to grab that because I will need that coming up. So I want to grab that now. Alright, we now have the all-important dash ability. This allows us to go fast, and it also will give us the thing that you donated for, which I greatly appreciate, the Rainbow Dash.
The Rainbow Dash, so it's even more important for this run in particular.
So, in theory, I should be using this the entire run to go super fast. However, while I will be using it plenty, I also, every time I do that to go super fast and spam it, I end up dying. Because I run into an enemy or an obstacle or something. I'm going to take a death here because I do not want to get hit.
I mean, you got to make all those safety saves worth it, right?
Right. All right. One thing I did not mention.
Extra $1 to charity each time, right?
Yeah, exactly. One thing I did not mention: those saves will refill my health and energy every time. Only the teleporters will do that, which is why I just saved that. If I do a rekindle save, which is where I put a save out in the world, it will not do that. It will replenish a little bit of life. So this is our friend, the Frankie. This is Frankie Walk. This is the first major trick of the run. It's a nightmare. I hope I have him down to 1 health. I might have only had him down to 2. Yeah, I should have waited. Alright, so I need to kill him and level up in a very specific point. Right there. The pickup's slow to me. I'm spamming the energy in this door. I'd love to talk more about it, but I gotta focus for a moment. Hey! Okay, Mendez, are you able to talk about what I just did at all?
Bring enemy with to, like, let yourself level up as the door opens. I can't remember the reason. Wait.
Alright, so the reason we kill the Frankie in that position, when you level up, you gain full health and energy. Hey, there's another death. Unfortunately, I was able to save right there.
Yeah, because we don't technically have the energy to open that door, right? But by replenishing energy as it's filling up, yes, we get to use the energy twice.
Yeah, for some reason I said we had 4 energy earlier, I think. We only have 2 energy right now. But that door takes 4. So if we die, or if we level up while the energy's in the door, we keep the energy in the door and it will also replenish and we can put more energy in that door. So you have to stand in the precise-ish spot for that to work. And that is huge. That is a very important trick.
I remember you saying it like skips a massive portion of the game.
Yeah, we're gonna be skipping a lot of the game. Alright, got another ghost door coming up. Right here, we're gonna take a death, and that door is going to be open on our way to double jump. Another very important ability. Even the less important abilities we'll be collecting, because, you know, it is required as part of all skills. I do have... Hi, Frankie! Another save anywhere I'm going to do right here. Whoops, as I hit the wrong button. Alright, so I saved while after activating that tree. The reason I did that... I'm in the water, okay. So yeah, I just went all the way to the left while being off screen. That does save a little bit of time, and honestly, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, that just looks cool more than anything. It's like, it saves time, absolutely, but...
Yeah, you saw also some of that text show up on the... Get wrecked. Some of the text show up because I had the HUD on from that trick. I do need the HUD on for a portion of it. Alright, here's another energy cell. We're gonna need that. Do not die there. I've been crushed by those too many times. Alright, got another trick here to skip going around the left side of Moon Grotto. I actually don't even know that I need that, but I'm usually grabbing it, so...
Yeah. There's a very finicky sea jump you can do here to get up to the next ledge.
Yes, it is very, very finicky.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, perfect. Let's try.
Got a cutscene skip here using a rekindle skip. I'm going to put that save there, move to the right in the cutscene trigger, rekindle that save, and that will allow us to go through here without triggering a cutscene. The reason that's huge here is if you played this area casually, there's boulders raining down on your head that get in your way, damage you. We don't have to deal with them right now because the cutscene never happened. And we're gonna do another rekindle skip there. Just skip a little bit of a cutscene as well.
He's just kind of chilling there, holding the lever, you know?
Yeah, we're going through this area very backwards, so it's gonna look a little weird. Alright, that is our Gumon seal, I believe it's called. That is going to allow us access into the Ginzo tree. That is the game's first dungeon. We are not going to be doing all of the dungeons in the game. Because, well, we don't need to. Hey, look, it's a cutscene that should have played earlier. Alright, over here, we're going to take a safety save. We don't actually need to save here, but we do need to go on this teleporter just to activate it. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of collection here. I'm going to get rid of this enemy, because every time I hit it, and I'm really sick of hitting it, I need to get this. Now, I'll be back here later. I could have grabbed it then, but I just want to grab it now so I don't manage to forget. Because, boy, that would be embarrassing. Alright, I'm going to put a safety save there before I dash into these thorns. Kill this enemy that's currently very much in my way. And we have one more thing we're going to collect before entering the Ginzo tree. Which requires more finicky jumps there, which we got right away. That was kind of nice. I'm doing, by the way, one thing I'm doing that I haven't been pointing out is dash gliding. Essentially, I am dashing and jumping. However, immediately upon jumping, I'm letting go of the direction stick. And that allows me to keep extra momentum. If I were still holding it, it makes a noticeable difference. I would not be jumping nearly as far. And that's kind of important. Get out of my way. Alright, where's the trigger for this?
Oh, there's another cutscene skip, right?
It is. I haven't done in who knows how long. I think that's close enough. Nope.
No.
I tried. It's not worth doing again.
Little too early?
Just slightly to the left, yeah. I was winging it. This is one that really, it's not costing you much time, so I wasn't too worried about it. And into the Ginzo tree. Very movement heavy. I'm horrible at movement, as you're about to see. A lot of safety saves, and yeah.
Yeah, this is quite a puzzly dungeon as well, with the teleporters on the sides of the screen.
I don't know why I never get that. That's fine. We're just going to skip the skip.
While we're climbing here, if I can pop in and just let the folks know a little more about the charity.
Sure, go for it. This is probably a great
Fabulous. Awesome. So, chat, as a reminder, we are raising money this weekend for Save the Children. Save the Children is a charity whose goal is to, you guessed it, save the children. They go out of their way to do basically everything that they can, and to give you a little bit of insight into the kinds of things that your donations are going to be helping to pay for. A $50, $50 is a pretty standard amount that we see. There's a couple of incentives that could get a little bit ahead with $50, and if you were to donate that amount, you would be supplying a home water filter to a group of kids, so that girls can spend their days in school and not running around fetching water from everywhere. So even little things like, that a water filter that we, those of us who are a little bit better off, may take for granted, that's something that kids just haven't had ever. So it's definitely worth getting the word out, getting, adding whatever you can, because every little bit is going to help. So something like a home water filter is going to change lives in their entirety, which is very, very important.
Yeah, I fully intend on doing a donation later on. We'll raise some money for charity. So we have the mini boss of this dungeon. I've already taken a hit. I really need to avoid getting hit a second time because that will likely kill me. I'm also trying to bait him over here towards the left. I don't want him appearing at the far right. You can see the little health bars. Red means they're getting close to death. Oh. I want that!
Yeah.
There we go. Cool. Alright.
And then we got the second part of the Ginzo tree, right?
Yes, going to do our
So there's
first
gonna be
Keystone collection sequence.
Yeah.
The Keystone trick that you're probably thinking of is not coming up yet.
Wait.
Oh my gosh, that is... We're not gonna talk about what just happened, y'all. There is no proof of it. Can y'all just cut that
I don't
from the
think
stream
anybody
bot?
saw it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're good. We can edit it in post. You'll be fine.
Cool. Alright, so we got 4 of these keystones we're collecting for this keystone door. There's 8 keystones in total in the tree, and there's gotta be something interesting happening later on. Where's my health at? Yeah. A little too much health to do a ghost door here. That's fine. Alright, so this is a very important skill tree. This is Bash. I'm just gonna break the speedrun wide open. I do want to point out at this point, I'm going to go a little out of my way. Very little to collect some safeties. These little, they're not ability cells, they're fragments of some. I'm going to collect 5 of them in total, and that's going to allow me to actually skip an ability cell later on in the run. That's honestly just such a pain in the butt that it's just not worth it for me to keep going on it, to keep trying to get it. Alright, so that was 2 I just got. Gonna use that one there. I should have sent another one of these through while I was waiting. Alright, so that's...
So one of the cool things about Bash is that you can use it to kind of redirect enemies' shots, and we can use that in really cool ways later on.
Oh, thank you. I totally forgot to explain what that was. So we got a massive trick coming up. We are going to collect exactly 3 of these keystones. Put them in the door. Realize, oh, we forgot a keystone. We should probably just die as a result. Turn my HUD on to verify I still, in fact, have 3 keystones. Which I do. And now, so what just happened is we died with those 3 keystones in the door. it actually gave us those
What?
keystones back after we respawned. This allows us to recollect these keystones. And keystones can be used at any keystone door. So we now have 3 keystones we can use at a later time. That is keystone duping. That is very important. That allows us to skip a bunch. I've got another mini boss here. Just got to redirect 4 of these. And we are done in the Ginzo tree. It's kind of unfortunate because above me is an absolutely incredible sequence to get out of here. However, we do not do it in a run. But if you ever want to play this game casually, I promise you, you will love it. You will probably die a lot your first time, but you will love it.
Yeah, but it is the kind of game where there's very frequent saves and it's very quick to retry. So
Yeah.
it's really like good feeling gameplay. And yeah, those 3 keystones will let us skip some keystones for a door that's coming up.
Gotta do our 4th backup here. I can do it a bit later, but since I'm here, let's just go ahead and grab it. And, oh yeah, I forgot about this cutscene. And we have a trick coming up. I don't remember the name, but it stinks. This is the second, what I would call second major trick of the run. Only do a save here. I'm sure I won't need that again. So, we're going to bring this friend with us for a little bit. Something you totally haven't heard before from me.
Yeah, we make a lot of friends in this game.
Yeah, so we need to bring this friend with us because we're going to take an entrance in the swamp that we're not supposed to. Alright, will this be kind to me?
And this is what I was talking about with like using the bat.
Oh, that was so close.
So getting it to fire upwards and then grabbing the projectile.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah.
This trick is hard.
Yeah.
So to get in the swamp, what you're meant to do is you get thrown there after you're done with the Ginzo tree. But we didn't actually finish, so we're able to come up with an alternate path because there is a skill tree in swamp, specifically Stomp. So we need that, and this friend's going to help us get there. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. And it's 2 very precise jumps that need to be made. One off a like low ability to get Ori up there, like that, and then one to actually destroy the platform. Perfect.
There we go. I will take second try. I'm very happy
really
with
good.
that.
Second try is really good.
Yeah, I struggle a lot with that. So one thing that's not evident, so this water looks nice and blue and clear and pretty. Because we didn't actually finish the Ginzo tree, that's what gives you clean water, swimmable water, breathable water. If we were to touch that water, it is actually still poison. I also didn't point it out, but I'll try and remember on the way back that this is the area in which you actually would normally activate Rainbow Dash. Because of all the constant exiting out of the game I do, I can't just manually activate Rainbow Dash. I actually have Live Split doing it for me. That's fine. This is our Stomp tree.
And actually, this area as well is where we need to use those keystones, right? Because the keystones are actually in the water.
So we just used 2 of them there. This is going to be the last safety ability points I'm going to be getting. I definitely did not do that well. That's okay. I didn't mention, but activating skill trees also does give you a respawn point. It basically acts as a save. I'm going to take us a little safe, because every time I try and do it quick, it doesn't quite go my way. Cool. Okay.
Safe strats always.
What was that?
Marathon safe strats are good always.
Yeah. So right here in the background, you'll see a rainbow. This is the area in which you would activate Rainbow Dash. I'm not going to hang too long. But now we're going to go backwards. And what we're meant to do is, remember our friend from here, we're meant to use it again. I'll just do a quick save there. But we're not going to do that because it just doesn't work out in my favor. Because you're meant to get that ability cell up there. So instead, I came up with that backup strat a couple hours ago.
I literally go for a nap just before the run, and you've changed the route. What is this?
Hey now. There's a skip you can do here. It's hard. I didn't even bother learning it. That would skip this cutscene. To my knowledge, I don't know. I don't think it can be done with the rekindle save. I don't quite know why. Right, on our way to get a couple more pickups before the next skill tree. I'm gonna save here because I don't want to watch that again if something goes wrong. I have an energy cell I'm going to pick up and a life cell. This life cell technically isn't required, but it is a nice safety because I'm going to need extra life later on. Because remember, I did not get clean water, but there's a segment in the final part of the game where you go for a swim. Well, I won't be able to do that. Oh, you're dead. Oh, shoot! Oh, well, okay. I think I did this before. I made this work. Not like that. See, I wanted to use that enemy, it just died. That's right, let me just do this. There we go. We can't damage boost through those spikes, those will kill you no matter your health. I don't quite know why that is. So we have to utilize bashing off of these projectiles. You were seeing bash gets a lot of use.
Mm-hmm.
Hope chat's enjoying this. I haven't really had time to look over at that monitor and see everything. Little trick here. You can stomp through that. You're not actually meant to do that. You're going to see that with multiple doors. I don't know why that works. Please drop down. I hope that Frankie follows me. Yes, good. That's actually going to be a bit of a time save. This is Charge Flame. It's an ability we're never going to use. That's what you need to know about Charge Flame. That's why I'm happy that Frankie followed us. And I have another cutscene skip coming up. It's a pretty big one. And also a little difficult to do because of you only have a very small spot in which to do this. No, I'm not happy with that. I'm trying to jump over the cutscene trigger, but it's pretty difficult to do. Let me make sure my cursor's far enough away. There we go.
Very nice. Well, basically completely unable to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Come on. There we go. Alright, so off towards Sorrow Pass. Let's not forget to open the door. I definitely have never done that before. You want to see something here. Let's see how many ability points I have.
I can actually give you an update.
Plenty.
Flame.
Okay. What was that?
I can actually give you an update, Flame, and I can confirm that chat is vibing.
Good. Hopefully, like, this makes someone want to go out and get this game. I'm dead. Oh, I'm somehow not dead. I didn't realize I was at 1 health.
Oh.
I'm gonna get rid of that and safety save real quick.
I was gonna say vibing is the absolute correct response to Ori, but stress is also sometimes oh.
Alright, that's fine. So I'm actually going to place another save there, because I mentioned earlier briefly, each save currently gives me 1 life. So I do want a bit of extra life here. We're going to stomp on this bird's head, and somehow that opens up this wall. I'd love to tell you why that works. Nobody knows.
I mean, obviously.
Well, somebody knows. It ain't me, though. That's not quite how I wanted that to go. Going to use these projectiles to skip our way up here, get another one of these. I'm going to turn off my HUD now. Alright, so making our way up through this area. We're gonna do that again. Don't blink, you'll miss it. I'm gonna save there. Because why not? I can afford safety saves. Making those rekindle saves costs 1 energy cell. So I will later on need to be a bit careful with my energy usage. But there's also plenty of spots at which I can be very liberal with my usage. Alright, coming up to a very difficult portion of the run in just a couple minutes. I just want that bird to de-aggro. I want that bird to de-aggro. I'm really not happy with this bird, so we're just gonna get it out of my way.
No intention of de-aggroing.
Because I do need a safety save there. Actually, not a safety save, it's a requirement. That is, while not a skill tree, that is also required. That is our feather. That will allow us to glide. And then we have 2 tricks we're going to be doing coming up. The biggest one called Sorrow Bash. This is an iconic trick from this run. It is a nightmare to do. It's going to allow us to ignore or skip the game's second dungeon in just a whole area. I need to learn up to charge dash. I'm going to take a save here. But first, we're going to do something called a rocket jump, which honestly looks really cool. We're going to utilize this friend again. Whee!
And then very suddenly...
That was a little strange, but I made it work. Alright, I'm just gonna focus on doing this. I am currently manipulating these birds, because I need this bird over here, but not dead. I was a little low on my bash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an issue I've been having.
Very close.
Yeah, I've had an issue getting the
last
right
one.
height at the end. I'm not quite sure what's causing it, but that's alright. This is why we have that save there. There we go. I'm going to save now.
What was that, third try? That's
Second,
incredible.
No,
Second
you
try.
might be right.
I know that is definitely like... Just from watching, that feels like such a hard trick. Like, and
Yeah, so that skips doing Forlorn Cavern. Skips unlocking the wind. Wait a moment. Oh, this timing's way off, isn't it? Nope, we're good. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, so
beautiful.
that's an important rocket jump to get that frog to shoot a projectile upwards. I have 2 energy. That's awesome. That's gonna allow me to do another ghost door coming up. On our way to get charge jump, an incredible ability. We're gonna do that again. I'm not surprised that happened.
Encore.
Look, I just want to make sure I donate enough to charity, okay?
Yeah.
And hopefully you all are doing the same thing.
Yeah, speaking of chat, are y'all keeping tabs on how much? Because I know that some of you are definitely going to be matching this $1 per death donation.
Oh no!
So,
okay, I'm alive.
y'all need to count. Y'all gotta count.
Alright. Got another nice gold split there. Got another tricky section coming up. This game's full of them. I should have enough energy, or not energy, ability points. I'll be double checking shortly. So one thing that's bad about me using controller is the toggle. Nice, I have 2. The toggle for the HUD is keyboard only, to my knowledge. Alright, turn off the HUD. So this is gonna be kind of hard to explain, but I'm up here gliding in the background. I'm going to save. I'm then going to charge jump myself to death. And hold right, and that allows me to just break through that barrier. Now, again, hard to see, there are lasers in the background I have to dodge. All while holding this save anywhere. This ability tree screen. Because we're about to do another save anywhere right up here. Assuming I do it right and don't, soft lock. Not that that's ever happened before. So there's a cutscene going on back here. I'm going to wait for a specific point. So I'm going to be quiet for a moment. Okay, collected the sunstone. Now I can save, exit, and we just skipped a very long cutscene.
Excellent.
Awesome.
No soft
I messed that up and soft locked there the other day. I didn't even know it was possible. Okay. Alright. What do you think, Mendez? Should I show off an Easter egg coming up?
I think it's worth it. I think it's well worth it. A little bit of a bonus.
Yeah. So we're gonna go over here, and there's an enemy present that was not here before. And we just threw him off a cliff. Nice Wilhelm
We got
scream.
ourselves a nice Wilhelm scream.
Yeah. Alright, so as I start going through the Misty Woods, Bo, would you like to talk about anything?
Sure, yeah. So we, chat room, as mentioned previously, we are raising money for Save the Children. When you donate to Save the Children, we have a couple of bid wars going on, as well as a couple of just overall donation targets. You can choose both an incentive and a target when you make your donation. So if you are planning on sending stuff through, make sure you select both of those. Tiltify will let you do that. As for what those are, we have a couple of things coming up. We've got, as far as bid wars go, for the Halo 3 co-op run later, there is a thirsty grunt in Halo 3. Our choices are to either save the grunt, which currently has $0, or unalive the grunt, which has $60. So if you are a grunt liker and you would like to make sure that grunt stays alive, we need to get at least 61 in there. If you would like to unalive the grunt, you could put it out of reasonable range for sniping by adding to that. One of the other ones we have is for the Shadow the Hedgehog run later, we're choosing the ending. You can either have the hero ending or the neutral ending. Hero is currently in the lead by $25. But if you'd like to see the neutral ending, you can pop in there for 26 and take that one over. Then we also have, we're trying to choose the 2 toppings for the SDAT pizza. So currently, the two toppings that are in the lead are pineapple and sausage, with pepperoni a little bit behind there. But we also have options for peppers, onions, chicken, and extra cheese, which are all some degree of behind pepperoni. And as far as the longer term goals, we're just over halfway to making CC play additional bonus daily games in Pokemon Snap. You definitely want to see that. It's more SDAT, it's more charity marathon. What's not to like? And we are trying to pull together $90 to upgrade the Murder of the Sonic the Hedgehog run to all trash cans. I don't know what that means, but I want to find out. So if you are looking for things to donate to give us additional SDAT, to donate to a good cause and help out Save the Children, now is a fabulous time to do so.
Awesome. So we just got our climb ability right there. In case you can't tell, Misty Woods is a lot of precise movement, and I'm really bad at it. Just in case you couldn't tell. So the gimmick of Misty Woods, you might notice that, the screen's a little weird looking. I'm kind of backtracking, but the screen looks different whenever I do that. I need to recharge them. So the gimmick here is it's kind of a maze, and every time you collect one of these keystones, you kind of can see it and hear it if you know what you're looking for. The maze changes. So like this area just opened up just now, and now I'm going through a new area. So we're going to be doing this to go through most of the maze. There is a way to kind of fix the maze, I guess you could say. However, we're not going to be completing that portion, so there's just no need. Our goal is to get through and collect all the skills. We don't need to, fix this place.
Yeah, definitely a very like disorienting kind of place, and I guess the secondary gimmick is that like each time you jump, you have like different platforms as well.
Yeah, those platforms will change.
So it's a very confusing like place.
You know what? I'm just going to take a death after that, because that's not quite how I meant to do that. That's another $1 to charity. Come on, there we go. Yeah, a lot of these extra extra pickups I'm getting are just safeties. I'm gonna take a moment and just check. Yeah, I'm pretty full on everything. At least I was. Now let's just do that. Sometimes I gotta take a death just to make it look better and do it properly.
Yeah, and just to kind of like get an idea of where the run is, like I believe there's only one other skill that we can pick up, right?
Yes, this run's going very well. I'm currently looking to be, knock on wood, pretty underestimate. I do have a lot of safety buffer built into this run. Rocketori! I love that trick.
Rocket away!
Oh, okay, I didn't actually expect that to kill me. And that's why I typically go slow. Oh my gosh, please. I'm throwing away a PB. It's fine.
Yeah, I've very much trying not to call attention to the pace, just to try and avoid jinxing.
Oh, I've known, don't worry. This ability, by the way, that I'm doing is called Charge Jump. That's what we got up in Sorrow Pass. Just do a safety save there real quick. Gosh, if you watch the world record of this, they do so much extra speed, like extra dashes. Yes, they go through the game much quicker, but oh my gosh, like I get motion sick trying to watch it.
It feels like a run in a category with a very, very high skill ceiling.
Alright, so this orb to the left is what will, if we grabbed it, put it on the pedestal all the way to the right, it's what will fix the woods. But, well, sorry, we don't care. We'd have no need. You might recognize this area. This is now the entrance. And we're going to get on out of here, because we only have, one more skill we need to get. You're going to see me taking it a little slow, because I really do not want to die there. But I also do want to show off this sweet rainbow dash, which I didn't even know existed till recently. Alright, so we're going to backtrack. Towards where we were earlier in the game, here in Sunken Glades. We have to go get our grenade ability. But it required dash, or... Does it require bash? It requires dash. Yeah, I think it requires bash as well. It requires a lot. I was supposed to jump over that. Yeah, I was slowed there at that statue. That's simply because of the cutscene skip we did earlier. So we're going to go down here. I'm going to place a save, rekindle that save, and take a death. Now, if you watch that door all the way on the right side of the screen, that's still going up, even though I'm not holding it lever. Now, that looks kind of useless right now, because I'm not going there. But I will be going there after this section. I went a little early. That's fine.
Yeah, we just really wanted to like highlight the door again.
Yes, absolutely.
In case you missed it the first time.
I'm gonna kill that Frankie because I don't want to die here. Whee! Okay, I have another rekindle save here. I just want to make sure I don't die first. This is another kind of tricky one, but it's a massive cutscene skip. Oops, hello. There we go. Nice. Pause now. Didn't get there. I was a little late on my pause. That's fine. Should still be good. That is a very long cutscene. I think I missed that in my PB.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of time to save.
Yeah. Alright, so we're coming up on the end of the game. We have one more segment to do. We have to go to the game's final dungeon, Mount Horror. Come on, Ori. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. I'm going to take it a little easy here, because way too many times I've fallen directly into that laser.
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing very little of the actual final dungeon. So.
Oh, hello. I forgot about that. Yeah, like, don't blink. You'll miss it. We do have a couple more hiccups to get first. Now we are going to go through this door. And oh no, we're being chased by a giant boulder. What will we do?
Oh no.
Hello. There we go. So we have one life cell here, and I have one more I'm going to pick up. That's going to be important for the final escape sequence. Thornfelt Swamp is where we're going to go. You know, so far this has actually been a pretty good run.
Yeah, I mean, you're on incredible pace, you know. Not to put any pressure, but...
Yeah, so I did build a very large buffer into my estimate. Because the last time I did this for a run, I needed every minute of it.
I will say, just to kind of highlight how good this run has been, there have been 4 gold splits so far.
One last life cell there. A lot of the movement bonus, honestly, comes from all the extra dashing I'm doing. That really adds up. Here's another wall. You're not meant to break like this, but, well, we're going in. Please. I didn't realize that's exactly where I would end up, actually. I want to stay way ahead of that enemy, because that will blow up in my face, and I don't want that. Alright, coming up we have a frame-perfect trick to do, which sounds horrible, but at least I can retry it over and over again, or just get it first try. Alright, so after this, the game's going to automatically save. So I'm going to exit the game, and then at a precise moment, I need to press up to go through the door. Now, however, you have to do it before the game loads, and it's a 1-frame window, kind of like that, but, you know, better. Rip the gold split here. And you might be wondering why we're doing that. Mount Horu is a very long dungeon that requires a lot of climbing, a lot of sidetracking. We don't want to do that. I thought that was good. I'm just a little bit late right now. There's not really a good cue, or at least I don't have a good cue on when to do it. You kind of just get a feel for it.
Yeah.
Early.
Is it just as the screen starts to fade in?
I think it's before that, honestly.
Oh.
There we go. We just got teleported down below where the lava is. And now we're here at the final escape sequence.
And that was Mount Horu.
Yeah, I hope you didn't blink. Alright, on to the actual escape sequence. Now, the trickiest part here is I cannot take any damage, because I need every bit of life that I have to get through this. Because I mentioned earlier, there's a swimming section. We don't have clean water. It's still poison. So, we need every bit of life we have to get through it. So you will be seeing me taking it a little safe at times. That is to avoid taking damage. Because if I take any damage, I will not have enough life. And I will have to take a death and try again.
It is very fitting this runs with...
Yeah, like that. I was having an issue. I was having an issue grabbing the wall. That's okay. Honestly, I could have made that work before I got hit, but I'm like, no, I need to be lower. So the goal here is you have to stay ahead of Kuru. Had to think for a moment. Or you will get caught and basically destroyed. Alright, this is the tricky part. Because of the screen shake there, it really is more difficult than it needs to be. Alright, this is gonna be a PB. So we got like
a huge PB.
Let's go.
We've got like another minute and a half of kind of some cutscene stuff. So, any final words, Bo?
Yeah, for sure. Again, chat, we are raising money for Save the Children. Save the Children, most recently to date, has led the massive worldwide effort that helped reduce newborn deaths by over 40% since the year 2000, saving 1.5 million babies each year. So there is going to be a $1 per death donation from at least one person at the end of this run. But you can also get in on that, chat room. You can totally help out. You can match that, whatever that number ends up being, and we can get ourselves even closer to making life a little bit better for all the kids out there that could use the help.
Indeed. Time will be coming up pretty shortly, by the way. And yeah, after the run, I'll check the amount of deaths I had and post that in chat. Get that donation in.
I do want to just call you out because you did say you'd lost the gold split on Mount Horu. That was a gold split.
By the way, that is time. No, the final split right here. That's the one I meant.
The final split.
Yeah, but I had a lot of gold splits this run. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
At least I have 5 that are in front of me at the very least.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, geez. Great run.
Yeah, just demolished the estimate. Sorry.
Yeah, that end game, all the way from basically like getting stomp onwards, was just all gold and green splits.
Yeah,
just incredible.
Pristine.
This was a 4-minute
Pristine
PB.
gameplay.
4-minute PB, and I already had over 10 minutes of buffer. Because the last time I did this in a run, well, really the only other time I did it for a marathon, or for hotfix it was, I was like 2 minutes underestimate with that same estimate. The last full run I did was overestimate.
I'm glad I could be here to be a good luck charm again, question mark?
I appreciate you, Mendez. You are like my best luck charm. So I hope you're prepared to learn every speedrun I ever learn.
Yeah, that's my fate now.
Well, congratulations on the big PB. Well done. Excellent run. If people would like to check out more runs like this and the other stuff that you do, where can the people find you?
My Twitch channel, twitch.tv/finalflame. Admittedly, I do not stream much anymore. Once in a while, I still try and do either speedrun content or World of Warcraft content. I'm also a staff member for Fast Paced Events, which I know we've done plenty with Speed Docs in the past, as well as Mendez. So we also do charity fundraising, and you can find me most of the times more often over in that Discord. It's actually through that I found out about Speed Docs many years ago, and I've tried to do as much as I can here since. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody involved, all the viewers, the creators of this game, as I'm watching this amazing cutscene with awesome music. I haven't said that enough, how good this game really is. Both it and the sequel, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I highly, highly recommend both of them. And the randomizers, because, you know, randomizers are cool. But yeah, thank you. I'm gonna keep this going. I will check the amount of deaths. I don't think it was terrible, though, with this PB. Honestly.
Yeah, it seemed like there weren't that many, but any little amount helps to the charity. Okay, so chat room, we are gonna cut ourselves over here to a quick break. We're gonna get some words from the charity, a couple of bumpers from our friends, and when we come back, we will be working on getting ready for Dayman Oz game show. So don't go anywhere. Stick with us. We will see y'all on the other